Hello, welcome to Laura's World. I'm Laura and it's currently 18 degrees Fahrenheit outside. I wished for winter and I got it. Anyway, I don't know, I already forgot where I left off in the last video. I think I started it when I was absolutely drop dead exhausted. I couldn't keep my eyes open. And it's really funny because Babs is like, oh, you look a little... But I look back and yeah, I did look a little, but I was just really tired. And then I just got a comment on a recent video from my girl Tracy, and she's absolutely right. She's like, oh, I was looking forward to seeing something other than skincare and Jeffree Star lips. Girl called me out and I love it. That's what's up. Keeping it real. I said I wanted honesty. I give you honesty, you give me honesty, the world goes around. But sorry, Tracy, we are going to start with some skincare. I got this sample set or trial because it's actually 7 days worth. A trial of this Guerlain skincare, and it's funny, I wasn't supposed to get this. I was supposed to get who was the one who had the last class? Was it NARS? I went to one of the Sephora master classes, and the gift you're supposed to, they give you something Sephora branded. So far I've received a belly bag, or what do you call them, a sling bag? I don't know. They were called belly bags or fanny packs in like the 80s and 90s. So I don't know, a scarf, an umbrella. I got a notepad. Like, I go to learn some new things. I don't learn a whole lot of new things, but I learn, it's worthwhile. Excuse me as I'm bending over. It's worthwhile to me to sit for an hour, and sometimes it's a little too much gab between the hosts, but I feel it's a valuable teaching tool availed to these professionals. So anyway, what we have here is that's in French, okay, the Advanced Youth Watery Oil replumps, smooths, and illuminates. So we're supposed to shake this up and put it on before we put on the other part, which there's 7 of. That means this is what tells me it's a week's worth of the oil or the serum and cream that gets mixed together. So what happens here is there's 2 different packets put together, and the instructions are to fold it in half, cut across the top, and squeeze them both into your hand, mix them up, and then put them on your face. I'm like, ooh, great chemistry experiments right in my office. Giddy up! Oh, hi. Changed the scenery, did my nails. They came out really bad. Like, I don't know if you can even see how bad they are. It's not showing up right, but there you could see. Looks like a preschooler did them, or a toddler kind of jabbed my fingers with color. Anyway, yeah, a little change, because as soon as I finished talking about the Guerlain stuff, I had to go deal with something else. So I was like, I'll just come back tomorrow. So we are kicking off this segment with some skincare. I know some of you like it, some of you are tired of it. I do my best. But the thing we start off with is this Advanced Youth Watery Oil. Alright, so 2 little pipettes of this was just about enough to do my face. Hope it lasts the 7 days. I'm up for the challenge. Today is Sunday, February 5th. So in 1 week's time, we'll see how this goes. Next up is the serum and moisturizer mix. All right, here we go. Not gonna lie, this stuff feels real good on the skin. It was a little bit of a challenge to squeeze it out with one hand, which is why I was doing it off camera, because I had to put it down and then figure something and then start going like this, and I don't know, maybe is there anything else left in here? My fingers are a bit slidey because, oh my goodness, yeah, I did get more out. The oil had a fairly distinctive but pleasant aroma. The serum and what are they calling this other thing? Oh, just double R, renew and repair. I see, one is renew, one is repair serum. It's just serum. The smell on this is not as nice, but not terrible. Okay. Alright. Well, I'll let this soak in a little bit, and then I'm going to try, by request, the sample of Paula's Choice C5 Super Boost Moisturizer. Alright, so I let that soak in for about 10-ish minutes. It's still, my skin feels still slightly tacky, like it's not quite all the way in, but when I move my hand away, nothing is leaching off on my hand, so okay. I figure I'll move on with the process here with this C5 Super Boost Moisturizer by Paula's Choice. Now, Babs really wanted to see my opinion on this piece, and you know, I responded to her and said I've always enjoyed any Paula's Choice product I've ever used. There's a little foil sticker on there, so I don't like to assume, but it's almost safe to assume that I'm gonna just enjoy this product the same as I enjoy everything else. So I took about pea-size amount. I'm hoping that's enough. It does not smell pretty, but it smells like vitamin C concentrate is all I can think of, because I have other kind of serums and moisturizers that are chock full of vitamins that they really don't smell nice, but they're full of vitamins. Yeah, about a pea-size amount, maybe just a little bit more than a pea-size amount would be sufficient for me. Went on very easy, very smooth, no like extra drag on the skin or anything like that, and I could already feel my skin kind of soaking it up, despite the fact that the serum and oil was previously used. Like, I can just feel, I don't know, plumpness, elasticity, all that other stuff that people say you'll get from skincare. Again, this is just the first try for both the Guerlain and the Paula's Choice Vitamin C, but upon first try, I like all three products. So we'll see what happens at the end of a week. I have also used the last of my Lancome Genifique, and I was very sad. I was literally holding the bottle upside down, shaking it, trying to get out every last drop that I could. That's how much I love the stuff. Well, I, broke down and opened up the bottle of the giant bottle that I have, the 1.69 fluid ounces or 50 milliliter bottle of Genifique. And so since my skin has not had it in, weeks, I'm going to slather a little bit on real quick. Oh, that just feels so nice on my skin. It doesn't hurt that my skin has been acting Not on its best behavior. The last couple of videos, my face kind of looked like a hot mess, but it's starting to behave and starting to feel a bit smoother. Also, getting back into a skincare regime doesn't hurt at all. I'm healing from here. These things, I don't know if they're ever going to be healed up quite, but it is what it is. And then I have some scarring down here still. But, overall, my skin feels very smooth and very soft. And what more could I ask for at this stage of the game? Alright, so again, I'm going to give this a minute or two. Usually, as soon as I put the Genifique on, my skin dries within almost moments. Like, it's already starting to feel much drier. But I'm still going to give it a moment or two to fully soak in, and then I'm going to come in with the Mlik Makeup. Ooh. So I got this kit situation here. It's the starter pack by Mlik. And it comes with a travel size Hydro Grip primer, a travel size Hydro Grip set and refresh spray, a deluxe sample rise mascara, and a full size matte bronzer in baked. It's missing a lip, but that's okay because I got a big bag freed from the corner and I opened it up and it was more makeup. So we'll be trying some last season Sephora Favorites Holiday Lip Kit. I might have one or two of these already, but like the Charlotte Tilbury, I know I have that. But and the lip injection, everybody's got that, and then ours. But I don't think I have the Gwen Stefani or the Rare Beauty or this shade in Pat McGrath. I have a lot of Pat McGrath I got from her couple of sales, like the $12 lip sale, but I don't know what I'm rambling about. Let's get going. So I'm just gonna tear in. Alright, I'm terrible at opening these kind of bags. You only get one shot. Nope. Oh my god. Remember how I said it was terrible? But I use that instead. To be fair, I do have moisturizer on my fingers. Okay. And the problem with cutting it over evenly is that you can't... Hold on, I look like such an idiot. Alright. And here we are. Alright, so this is the Hydro Grip and Set Refresh Spray. This would be the Grip Primer. Here we have the mascara. And then the bronzer. All I'm going to use is what's here. And then, of course, the lippies. But I'm not going to use any tools or brushes or anything crazy like that. I'm just going to go through. Okay, so Grip Primer. For external use only. Gee, I hope so. It's from Dublin, Ireland. Okay, cool. I think 2 should be enough. Okay, go ahead and put that one. Oh, wow. Rubbing it between my palms, it already feels like it's gripping. Although, why am I putting this on my whole face when I'm only using bronzer on my face? Well, it's called a starter. I know you have to have your own powder and all that, but I'm just to keep things simple, I'm not gonna do that. All right. Not too much of a smell. If anything, it felt kind of chemically fresh. Is that a thing? As soon as I rubbed it between my palms, like I said, I definitely felt it being a little bit sticky. Not gross or anything, but spread over the skin pretty easily. Feels very smooth, but you could feel the tack. We'll do the mascara last. I will do this bronzer. I think it's real cute. This is a full size. I have one that's for lips and cheeks somewhere, and it's the same size as this. So I think it's nice. It's purse friendly, you know, or side bag friendly, or however much, whatever you got going on. If you don't carry around a suitcase all day, then you don't want your whole bag. You know, I kind of dinged the top of it, but that's what that looks like. And I'll just draw some lines. Yes, because my forehead is uneven, we all know. But here, 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 and here. I don't know how to draw a straight line. People are saying to put it there. Put it here. Put it here. I mean, should it go anywhere else? Does this make sense? Or am I just making shit up now? And I'm spreading with my fingers, so let's go. All right. I mean, no shade to the company. It's not what they're doing. It was my choice not to follow up with any other product. But, I mean, a bronzer by itself is kind of... What do we got going on here? Maybe I should put something else on. I'm breaking my rule just as fast as I made it. I'm coming in with my Hourglass palette. I'm just going to use some highlighter. And I never know if it shows up or not. I mean, I can see it in my little handheld. Oh. All right, and then I'm gonna do some light pink blush, or at least try. I can't even... Is it coming up? Well, I can see it here. I don't know if the lights are too bright. The lights might just be too bright because I can definitely see it here. So why do I start my blush all the way up there? I don't know, because some makeup artist I was watching early on said to start it up there because it does something about narrowing the face and bringing it all together or something. I don't know. That looks a little weird, doesn't it? I'm usually much better at this. I think I put it too high. My nose looks off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything about that. A little of the lighter bronzing powder from this Hourglass palette I'm going to put on underneath my eyes, just to kind of try to tie in with the other shades on my face going on right now. Oops. Oh god, did I just destroy everything? Alright, game over. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Alright. Let me go ahead and do this mascara. Mascara is called Rise Mascara. I assume because it rises your lashes. But it's actually like a helix almost, if that makes sense. It's not hourglass, but it goes around part bent, part helixy, almost like a vacuum cleaner spindle. I always have such trouble putting mascara on for some reason. Probably from lack of practice, since I always disliked it. But I've had a slight change of heart. And yes, I know I could have just curled my eyelashes first, but whatever. I didn't. Okay, that clumped a little bit. Didn't want that to happen. And now I'm drawing on myself. Oh boy. I know people like to put layers of mascara on also. I don't know. Part of the problem with this eye especially, I don't know if you can see, the lashes are so long. Like, that's just my lash. The lashes are so long that they bend the wrong way at the tip. Like, they don't curl up. They curl in, or they curl, like, bend some. It's interesting issues I face with long eyelashes. This side isn't too terrible. As you can see, again, I have long eyelashes. It's just the thing. Alright. Well, I have basically no complaints about the mascara. That went on pretty easy. I feel like I did myself dirty. I feel like I just screwed up my face. Whatever. You won't see me in my craziness all the time anyway. Alright, now I'm gonna put everything away except for the Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I'll put that to the side, and then I'm gonna go into this box. Ready for it? Ta-da! Okay. So, from what I can tell, you know what? I'm going to take them out first. We got 7 lippies, 2 full in size. So I'm just going to go down. They're out of order on the back of the box, but in order from the way I took them out of the box. So we have the Pat McGrath Labs Matte Trance Lipstick in Vendetta. I actually have this one. I don't know if I've worn it on camera yet, but I have worn it out. Ooh, and it looks like the top of it got a little dinged in processing. That sucks, but doesn't change the quality of the product. This stuff, I'm going to have to do like a review of it properly because it lasted through dinner. I was like amazed. The next one is, I suppose it's supposed to sound like Give. GXVE, it's the Gwen Stefani lipstick. Anaheim Shine High Performance Satin Lipstick in Original Recipe. Like chicken? What? Okay. That's a kind of bluish, purplish red. Now, you know me. I'm like, hey. All these reds. Then we have Urban Decay Vice Hydrating Lipstick in Back Talk. Is this another one I have? I might actually have this one. It's a nude mauve chocolate. Nude mauve chocolate. Does that even make sense? It's like a nude pale purpley thing. Alright, and then everybody knows about the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme, which, you know what, I'm gonna do a lip, but I don't really count this as a lip. I count this as a pre-lip. So I'll go ahead and just kind of swipe this on for now. Just a little bit. What do they call it? Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Plumper in Clear. Okay. The other ones I have are in pink, but they don't really show up as a color. Alright, then we have the NARS Afterglow Lip Shine in Orgasm. I have the balms. I have 3 of the Orgasm family balms. So let's see. Okay. Yep, it's very reminiscent of the iconic blush. I don't know if the camera's doing enough justice, but there is a lot of glitter in it. Then we have the first of the full size, the Charlotte Tilbury full size Matte Revolution lipstick in Pillow Talk. How much more iconic and, you know, known for can you get? There it is. Less purple and more rose than the Vice, I would say. And last but not least, we have the Rare Beauty full size Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm in Nearly Neutral. Could see how that's nearly neutral. I don't know if it's the light or what, but I want to say that from where I am, these two, okay, so looking at it on film, they are not the same. But away from the camera and away from the lights, they almost look interchangeable. Okay, let me take it. It's an interesting bottle shape. It's a D shape. Or D, rather. Which, I guess stops it from rolling around on the table, which is nice. Maybe focus. There we are. Feels very brown, very tan brown to me. All right. And so while this is working, it's plumping magic. Which one should I try? Well, if I have the Pat McGrath one, and I already used this, and I'm not really looking to put a liquid lip on, and I also have the Charlotte Tilbury, this narrows us down to the Urban Decay and the Gwen Stefani. Now again, the Urban Decay, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Urban Decay. And I'm gonna go with the Urban Decay because I feel like a red lip on me is really predictable. Alright. Again, let this kind of dry up a little bit before I put this on. Alright, here we go. I feel as if this is almost... It's almost the shade of my lips, but better? So it actually goes. And it's a very, very smooth, very light-handed application. Enough definitely comes off. I don't know what the... It's called Vice, but it's not the lip stain. So I'm not really sure if it has staying power, how often it has to be replaced. Considering it's 1 a.m., I'm probably not going to test that out right now, but I wanted to just try a look, try something a little bit different from the usual. I'm actually kind of surprised. More so than... Oh my god, you could see... Terrible. more so than I thought I would be. I'm happy with this choice. It kind of, I hate to keep saying ties it in together, but it all ties everything in together. And then, not doing my eyes, leaving them just the way they are. They actually look, they're popping a little bit because there is no contour. There is no, anything on it. They're just light. And so it feels as almost there's some kind of a spotlight on them because there's nothing around them. But I am very happy with this. Surprisingly so. That, I swear to God, it looked just like my lip color, except more luminous. One last thing before I go for the evening or morning or what have you, whatever. I have to address the elephant in the room, and that is the lack of syncing between the audio and the video towards the end of some of my longer videos. And the only thing I can come up with is that when I built my computer a few years ago, it was built with graphics in mind. It was built to play a very graphics heavy computer game. I mean, I built it to do many other things as well, but it is a graphics heavy computer. The graphics card has its own power supply and fan. So it's sometimes the joke is that this thing can run NASA. Whenever people have patch updates to their games, they whine about how long it takes and everything, or how long loading screens go, and I sit here and I feel really bad. But my stuff gets downloaded like that, and the loading screens, 20 seconds, 30 seconds on a bad day. I can run all of my mods. I have just tons and tons of CC that aren't even affecting the playability of the game. That being said, even when I turn every superfluous thing off, when my videos reach a certain point, the system, I don't know if it dips, the power dips at the end or what the deal is, but my processor was not made to process videos. And when we built I built it with a friend of mine. When we built the computer, he said, I don't think you need the processor. It was like an i7 at the time, with extra high, like extra cones. And he's like, I really don't think you need it that powerful. You're playing video games, which need power, but they don't need that much processing power unless you plan on doing video editing and YouTube. And at that point, it was the last thing on my mind. I was like, no, I just want to play my game. I want to take my screenshots. I want to do my color overlays. I want to do my story on Simstagram. Like that, playability and picture quality were all that mattered to me. Then I got into the videos, and then I got into YouTube, and then I started getting really excited about doing this. And I had a very, very basic, it was record, stop. That's basically all it was. And not a whole lot of personalization, not a whole lot of editing tools, but it served its purpose for my first bunch of videos. It was just me doing my thing. Well, now that I'm like getting more into it and finding that there are various things, and I started using a newer, still free editing software called Clipchamp by Microsoft. My computer can't keep up with it, and it's making me sad because this computer is intensely insane, and it's very good at what it does for playing video games, but not so much for the video editing. So I was like, all right, well, it's been a few years. Maybe I'll see what's out there. Let me check in. And the newest one is like an i9 processor, because I started looking up and talking to some people that I trust, and they were like, yeah, i9 is the way to go with X amount. They gave me a couple of codes and everything, what to look for video processing. And I'm like, great. It would be nice to upload 4K videos. Everything I've uploaded so far, YouTube is making it look like it's not. I'm not uploading in 4K, I'm uploading in 1080, but 4K is one of those eventually I'd like to. Huh? Anybody got $500 lying around? Because this girl doesn't. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way. I am so sorry if you are one of the people who likes to watch and likes the sound to match up, and I am one of those people where my skin crawls if the sound and video don't match up. So if you're one of those people, I feel for you. I'm so sorry. We're trying to figure out everything we can do to make that not happen anymore. For example, this video, even though it is a little bit shorter, thank goodness, I am not going to export it in 1080. I'm going to export it in like 720 just to see if it makes that much of a difference and if it keeps the timing and the audio lined up. But yeah, thanks for sticking by me and sticking through it, and hopefully eventually I can upgrade my processor. I have received several new subscriptions I'm very excited about. We're up to 89 now. Woohoo! One of which is a very dear friend of mine who is also in this Instagram community. Hi, Reem. I told her she didn't even have to watch it. She didn't want to, but she does. That's my little shout out. And yeah, I shout out to people that I know or people that I get to know. Eventually, I'm gonna make a thing of it, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this installment of Laura's World. And with my usual spiel, please throw me some likes, leave a comment or 7, and subscribe. Make sure you stay hydrated, slather on that SPF, and have the day that you deserve, which I hope is fabulous. Bye!